everybody, and welcome back to the Average Woman Podcast. I'm that lady, Miss Nicole, coming at you today with another topic that is near and dear to my spirit. So we're going to get into it today, and today we're going to talk about how did you go wrong? How were you led astray to be the person that you are today? Especially if you hot in the ass. If you hot in the ass or you know a girl who hot in the ass, you definitely want to listen to this podcast, this episode, because it's going to be a scorcher. Because the problem with a lot of us today is that we have no shame, we have no morals, and we don't have an edit button. So we feel like we can do anything and we still supposed to be treated with respect, and somebody's supposed to care about what we think and how we feel. That is the number one, if not number two problem with us as a people. Number one, we're going to talk about this when we come back. Number two, I hope that, you know, this podcast ain't for everybody. This podcast may cause you to get in your feelings from time to time, because that's what I'm supposed to do. Because I'm trying to move you to change and become a better wife, mother, daughter, lover, friend, and be happier, and you don't even know it. If you can shake off some of that bullshit that you've adopted and inducted and just basted yourself in. I mean, you just been like a turkey for years, just basting yourself in foolishness for absolutely no reason. You don't have to suffer. You choose to suffer. You don't have to live the way that you do, but you choose those things because you don't want, or you can't, or you don't understand that you need to make different choices. And unfortunately, when we don't realize that, we suffer. We have to take losses. We make our names look bad in the street. It's nothing more bad when your mom been all jacked up her whole life and then everybody knows you as her daughter. That means that they really not going to have any expectation for you, because they know as the mother is the daughter. So they know if she fucked up, you is too. And that hurts you, because you spend your whole life trying to fight out, trying to get from under the perception of what everybody put your mom as to try to be better. But then you really just like your mother. The same way she started off, you started off too. And you continue on like that. But there is a time right before you're about to jump off the porch that reality kick in, and you have a choice. You have a choice. And we're going to talk about that choice when we come back. I got to pay these bills. Thank you so much for tuning in to the Average Woman Podcast. Make sure you like, subscribe to my YouTube channel, Average Woman Channel. And if you want to do some business, NicoleArcher.com. Hey, thanks for listening to my podcast. If you ever wanted to have your very own podcast, I can tell you how to set it up right now. Anchor is an awesome app that's free to download. You can use its creation tools to edit your podcast right from your phone or computer. Anchor will distribute your podcast so that you can be heard on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and many more other platforms. You can make money from your podcast with no minimum listenerships. And also, it has everything that you need in one place. All you need to do is go download the free Anchor app or go to anchor.fm to get started. I look forward to hearing your new podcast any day now. Thanks. And now back to the show. All right, and we are back, and thank you so much for tuning in. So let's get into it. So today we're talking about, where did it all go wrong? You know what I'm saying? Why can't you turn this car around and get on the right track? So let me tell you what happened. So around 12 or 13 years old, somebody or someone forgot to remind you that you were supposed to be developing into a woman. Okay, somebody forgot to put an apron around your waist and put you on a crate or a chair and let you begin to learn how to domesticate it, how a woman is supposed to behave. They forgot to teach you how to cook. They forgot to remind you that a woman is supposed to be in modesty and in subjection They forgot to remind you that a woman gonna be known by her works. They forgot to teach you the basic skills, life skills and lessons. So you, not knowing a damn thing, you took that as, well, really, because you wasn't taught anything, you were just left alone to figure shit out. So you have been really trying to put 1 and 1 and 2 and 2 together for the last few years. Those first few years that you were a teenager, you don't know what's going on, because the person that was supposed to love you and put you up on game and tell you what's right and what's wrong, she telling you that you need to go out here and perform sexual acts to get money to buy basic things that she's supposed to provide for you. So you feeling pressured and stressed out. You got to have friends and all this other stuff. You want to go out and drink because now you hot in the ass because you ain't getting nothing at home, so you got to find something to do. And everybody else doing it, and you ain't got no common sense, so you want to do it too. So you keep going down that rabbit hole. You're not accepting responsibility for anything. You're not growing. You're still the same little girl that you was when your moms cut you off. And depending on how hard the streets have just dragged your ass, you might be able to turn it around when you near maybe 20, 25, something like that. You may be able to turn it around. But the problem is that once we get out here 13, 14, 15, 16, we think we renegades doing the absolute fucking most. We realize that we done, first of all, we think we better than everybody because we know something that everybody else don't know. And really, we foolish on our own. You don't know a damn thing. You embarrassing yourself. And you still gonna continue on in your foolishness, even though you see everybody else going a different way who's doing what you want to do. Everybody else who's doing what you want to do, they're going a different way. But you continue to march in your own direction to your own demise. And you continue on today. Because not once did you ever think, well, damn, I've never had a reliable source of becoming a woman. I want to be a woman. I want a man. I want to be happy. I want to be respected. However, I don't know where the fuck to begin. Because nobody in my family ever been like that. Nobody ever showed me the way to do anything. I've been figuring this shit out all along. And guess what? When you're in the process of figuring stuff out, you're going to do what's comfortable for you. You're not going to do something that's hard or something that might make you sweat. You're going to do what's comfortable for you. So you get settled in those ways and those bad habits that you know don't serve you. Well, that's what I know. That's just who I am. It doesn't have to be. Because now that you've gotten older, you know that people who are like that, they don't do very well. People who have those mentalities, they don't do very well. So it would benefit you to lose your bad ways and that attitude that you have about life and the attitude that you have about yourself. Like some kind of way, you gonna become this new type of woman. You gonna show everybody how to really become this new type of woman who can be in the streets, going to the clubs every night, who can not raise their kids, who can be getting shot at in the streets and everything, and you still some type of woman that deserves to be respected. You not. Sit down. A woman will be known by her works. And if your ass is working in the club and you working in these streets, you is not a woman. You being a little girl or whatever else, but you're not no woman. And you can't make yourself into something that you're not. And when it comes down to looking for a man, you ain't even gonna be on the table for that. Because your attitude and your behavior and your mentality does not allow it. When men have something to lose, even when a guy don't really have nothing to lose, even when he just got a shack with a damn car outside and a job at the plant, he's not going to deal with you if he feel like he can lose that because of you. Either you're an asset or a liability to a man. And if you can't be a liability, you definitely can't be a liability to him when he got something to lose. So some of y'all play yourself from the beginning. The Proverbs 31 woman, she would never, even if the Proverbs 31 woman, she had to grow into that. Okay? She might have had some issues, y'all. She might have had some problems growing up. Her family might not have held her down and gave her a silver spoon. She might have had to work to get those things. She might have had to sacrifice to learn a few things to be that woman. You understand? So you got to respect that. You just because you out here in these streets and you can lay a lace front better than anybody, that doesn't make you a woman. That doesn't make you deserve respect. You definitely don't deserve entertainment from no man. Not a reasonable man, not a man that's looking for a good woman, because that's not what good women do. Good women are not consumed by stupid shit like that. We know, good women know that that's just that same old whole shit from back in the days. Good women know that. That's why we don't get entertained by stuff like that. Those women that's out there living their life and everything and keeping it 100, they know. That's the only way to live. That's the only way to live. To a certain extent, in order for you to keep a man, you're going to have to understand that it's a role for you to play. It's a role for you to play. And men get tired when you don't want to play your role and they leave you with their children, because they're like, you gonna fuck them up anyway, because you won't listen to nothing I say. You won't let me play my role because you want to play my role, and you're not even playing your own damn role. Because while you out here trying to play my role, the kids suffering. We are the ones responsible to teach the children, but how we gonna do that when we working 40 to 50 hours a week? We ain't even got time for ourselves. And if you ain't got no man at the house, you ain't got no time for your kids, because you too busy worrying about who gonna get some of that cootie next to take some of the stress off your back. Period. Tell me I'm lying, Tell me I'm lying. Because I'm not. We have a responsibility as women. If you would just stop being selfish. One thing that you don't entertain when you're a woman, you don't really entertain how you feel about things, because how you feel about things are totally damn irrelevant. Doesn't matter how you feel. What you're going to do is what's right, because you want to do what's right, because you want to make sure that your kids are fine. You love your kids so much that you'll sacrifice anything for your children. Not you out here living for the streets. You'll sacrifice for the streets and for some dude. Nah. You sacrifice for your fruit that you bear from your body. You be present for them. The highlight of your day is to see them and your husband, if you can hold on to them. It's nothing more sadder than a woman that don't give a man an option but to leave her. That your actions just, you just didn't even realize from hello it's been an interview. And then also too, you make mistakes by jumping into a relationship, getting pregnant so fast. It goes wrong. You don't even have time to build a relationship with your husband, to get to know him, to love him. Y'all take trips and do different things so you can have those memories. Then you begin to have children. The first thing you want to do is start having sex, having kids and making babies. And then you wonder why it's so hard. You wonder why it's so hard. It's hard because you done added more stuff in the wagon, and you ain't even got the house set up yet. And we're ready. We ain't ready yet. We need time to get to know each other, to have fun with each other, to love and do things together, and maybe build something for them to have, so we don't have to work so damn hard when we do start having kids. You got to get your timing right. You got to understand that it takes time to build things, and you got to have the patience and the respect for the process to see things through. You got to gain more maturity about yourself. You got to have a little bit more love for yourself than what you do. truth be told. You got to have a little bit more love for yourself than what you do. Because without that necessary love that we didn't get when we begin to reach puberty, we missed that. All right, and I'm sorry about that interruption. That was the hospital calling about my husband's medicine, so I had to take that call. But as I was saying, you got to embrace who you're supposed to be as a woman. You got to stop running from understanding that you are judged by who you are, the person that you put out here every day. You are who everyone sees that you are. And if you want people to treat you a certain kind of way, if you want a man to value you as a woman, period. Now, some of y'all ain't looking for that. A lot of y'all not looking for that. A lot of y'all want to be city girls to the day you die. Good luck. Good luck. Have you seen Lil' Kim lately? Good luck. Good luck. Okay? If that's what you're trying to do, that's all well good and fine. But if you're trying to do what's right, if you're really trying to be loved by a man, if you're trying to raise your daughter to be a respectable young woman who gracefully goes through from kindergarten to high school beautifully, near the end of high school she gets her license, she's driving, she's going to college, she's just a beautiful thing, and you had something to do with that. You brought that beautiful being into this world, and you saw her all the way through. Your son, you in the process of you playing your part and always holding your son, just like you hold your man accountable for his bullshit, you hold your son accountable for his bullshit. But you nurture and you support and you love him and you raise him, and he finally he graduates high school and he goes on to college and develops a trade or whatever they do. But they don't die in the streets. They move through life and grow up to be something, and you had something to do with that. You got to be there for shit like that to happen. That doesn't happen just automatically. You understand? You got to be there to support your children and tell them what's right. And you got to deal with what's right. Because I'm telling you, in the later days, you're going to get everything that you sold. A lot of you women, you don't care. I don't care. Whatever. I don't care. In the later days, you will. In the later days, you're going to care. Because you're going to be held accountable for not caring. It's a price to pay for all our decisions. And it's a price to pay for not caring. It's a price to pay for not being loyal to your children. And it's a price to pay for not being in order. You suffer. You don't have to, you suffer. We think that we could just do whatever. There's no repercussion. It's always repercussions. It's always repercussions. You don't never get away with nothing. Because just like, and the more malicious and hateful and spiteful you are, the more hateful, malicious, spiteful coming right back on you tenfold. Because that's the way it works. You don't have animosity and bitterness and hatred in your heart toward a man that gave you his seeds, his children, the best part of him and the best part of you. You don't have animosity toward nobody like that. If anything, that deserves nothing but respect. We brought these little beings to this earth together, and we ain't got no love for each other or them. It's a price to pay for that. And our people suffer because more of us doing that shit to each other, the products of us not loving our children, killing us every day. Out here in the street, terrorizing us. Because we didn't teach them right. We didn't teach them nothing. We just let them raise themselves on noodles and bullshit. But you got the opportunity to change everything. You got the opportunity to make things totally different. You don't have to walk the same steps that the people before you walk. You can look over across the fence, and if them people over there on the other side of the fence, they living a little bit better than you, then I suggest you do what they do. Because if it don't work, it don't work. And there's nothing wrong with not fucking with people who don't get down like you, because everybody ain't your family. Your family is the people who get down the way that you get down, and that got real love and support and respect for you. And that's not everybody. That's just a selected few. And sometimes they not at our house, because a lot of time, if you don't mean me no good, you don't mean me no good. And don't let people slide on behaviors that you know ain't cool. If you know somebody done rubbed you the wrong way, first time, shame on me, because I should have picked that up. The second time, shame on you, because you're not going to get me a second time without me getting you. That's how that go. You don't get multiple times to disrespect me and treat me all kind of ways and think that we're going to continue to have the same kind of relationship. That's abuse. You're abusing yourself. You're abusing yourself. So why would you abuse yourself? You don't have to abuse yourself. You can allow that person to continue doing whatever the hell they want to do, and you leave them the fuck alone. That's how that goes. Nothing else. That is how that goes. Because if we can't get along, and if we don't have any respect for one another, that we trying to do something, then we not even gonna fuck around. And it ain't nothing wrong with that. That's a beautiful motherfucking thing, to have an understanding that you are a piece of garbage, and I don't fuck with bitches like you, so I'm not rocking with you. I'm gonna go find somebody that love me, and if I can't find nobody, or if God don't send nobody to love me, then I'm gonna just chill out by myself. But that's how that works. Because I can't be abused and hurt, crying and everything, because the people who's supposed to love me the most ain't got no love for me, and I'm supposed to pretend like I don't see it. That's called self-love. Y'all think that self-love means being selfish. Self-love, y'all think that self-love is going and letting the Chinaman do your toes every week and all this other stuff. Nah. Self-love is being able to see people for who they are, and being able to move around them accordingly, and know who to fuck with and who not to fuck with, even though you love them. I love you more than I love me, so I'm not going to let you do me all kind of ways. And I love myself enough that I can give you some love, because the only way that you could give love is if you got love for yourself. You got to have love internally in yourself to be even able to even give anybody anything, because some people don't even want to give you a smile. You can't get a smile out of a player, ain't no hope for them. You can't get a smile out of them, you ain't getting nothing. And that's where we are as a people. We won't even smile at each other, unfortunately. So I told you, we got a lot of work to do, ladies. And it begins with us, because if you become more submissive and more willing to be more cooperative with your husband, you're going to be happier. You're going to be happier. You're going to be happier, and your life is going to be better, and God is going to bless you. And that's what we do it for. The Proverbs 31 woman, she's out here planting vineyards. She's out here making it happen, sewing clothes, selling the merches, doing her thing, loving her family, taking care of, getting up early in the morning, cooking, everybody going to school full. She busy, and she ain't got no time to be worrying about people who don't mean her no good. That's how that goes. Kevin Gates said, go where you celebrate it, not tolerate it. Period. If we got any kind of beef, I'll stay away from you, because I understand you don't like the kind of person I am, and I'm cool with that. You're not that much special to me. And it's all respect and it's all love. So we should just respect that and love to just be cool with one another, and respect our differences. But once you're ready to change your life, you can't keep up with them same old friends. But until next time, shalom.